Pat here. Today I want to show you an MEP 701A 3 kilowatt Onan generator that I currently have just listed on eBay. I'm going to circle the machine, show you some of the features, and then we'll hook up the load tester that I have and start the unit and let you see how it performs under a load. First of all, I'm going to come in. I'm in tight against another machine I've been working on. I want to show you the load center, face, control box, and show you the various gauges. Here we have the AC voltage meter, and that would show you at what phase you have, either 120, 240, or 3-phase. Moving across, here is your Hertz meter. That should be running at 60 cycles per minute, plus minus. Moving over, we have the load current itself. After you start putting the load on it, then you can see what percentage of the machine, the capacity of the machine, is being used. Here we have the hour meter. I'm going to try to show you. It's 830 hours on this particular unit. Moving on over, here is the fuses for the convenience outlet with a couple of spares. And I'll back out so you can see that convenience outlet. That's for just a quick hookup to small tools or small appliances. Scanning back over, we have the emergency pull shut off. We have the circuit breaker. That's an on-off to your load terminals. Here is the main switch, and you can see it has a preheat setting. Off. The run auxiliary fuel, that's for your auxiliary pump, in case you would run the unit off of a off unit fuel tank. You have the run and then the start. Over here is your current selection. Here is your switch that will increase or decrease your voltage. And then of course we come back over, and here's what where you'd switch. You'd set it at your volts for your AC voltage meter, depending on what phase you have. Now I'm going to back up here. I want to show you the inside of the control unit itself, all the wiring harness, and as you can see, it is in very, very good shape, nice and clean. Here is the selector switch itself, showing you where it can be set for the different phases. And one word of caution: never change this switch whenever the unit is running. Make sure the switch is always shut down before you switch to different phases. And I'll pull back, and you can see the back side of the switches and the gauges that I just showed you. And again, it's in real good condition. Close that up. I want to come down here, show you where the cable throttle is located. This is a push-pull, and then you can turn counterclockwise or clockwise to set it for your correct hertz for your unit. Pull back a little bit here. Again, I'm in tight next to another machine. Here you can see the starting instruction plate. Goes through all of how you should start and stop the machine itself. Coming on up for a view up on top. Here is, as described in the description, what the unit is, formerly Department of Defense unit. Shows you the different phases of it and the dimensions and weight of it, of course. Here is the lifting point, and underneath this lid here is a lifting eye. Get this opened up. You can see where that's at if you want to lift the unit from there. Here's one of your Move over one of the exhaust fans. You always want to make certain they're working whenever you have the ASC or the acoustical suppression kit on. And we'll back up here and show you that. The lower part right there is where your auxiliary pump is at. I'll come on in here and show you that is your auxiliary pump. And that's some of your lines going to it. And there's where you drain your oil. Move on around the unit. Here is the battery end. And I'll take these panels off so you can see inside of that. It has a 24-volt battery system, and this has a 24-volt battery included in with it. There is your fuel system diagram and how the pump and how all your various current runs to them. Now I'll come up, take off these upper panels, remove them, bear with me, and as you can see, here's your fuel gauge. All of the fuel lines, fuel tank, been cleaned. I can't get the lower area off there because that is screwed on, that particular panel, but I want to pull it in here, show you the air cleaner, show you the battery that's there. Here is a slave receptacle that could be started with a 24-volt hook up to it, and as you can see, of course, it's a diesel. Moving on around the machine this way, again, I'm in tight next to other panels of other machines I've been working on. Here's another on the side, is an exhaust fan here. This has an access door. We'll open it up. There's the inside. Look at that fan. Here is where your load terminals are at, where you hook up there for permanent hookup. There is a fuel pump and starter solenoid. You can see it's got a brand new oil filter on it. Moving around, now we have a better look at the battery from the top side. There, of course, is the end of the air cleaner. I'll fold this back up and show you where the machine is exhausted out at that area right there. This opening right here would be where you would have your leads come out for permanent hookup. Over here inside would be the ground terminal inside on the bottom of the machine. And of course this plate here shows you again what the different phases this particular unit will operate at. So all in all, a machine that's in real good condition.